Hello, theme park enthusiasts, and welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. So we're still working on this park here. We redid things over the last couple episodes. We put in a coaster, but it didn't seem to work over here, and so in this episode we had to build a new coaster, and that's what we are going to be working on in this episode. It has to be a length of at least 168 feet, or 68.5 feet, should be accurate here. So let's go ahead and work on that. I've debated which side I want to put it on. I think I'm going to go ahead and put it on this side. And the main reason for that is we have this coaster entrance over here. Flat rides over here might be a better idea, so that way we don't get too many people going to the same area. Now, an update did come out last week for the game. It wasn't something I really felt was needing its own video to cover. So that's why I didn't really cover it. I wanted to go ahead and just wait till we were in this video, and then I'd talk about it some while we were working on this coaster. So for this coaster, I've thought about it quite a bit, and what I've decided is I want to do a Wild Mouse coaster for this. So we're going to go ahead and do chain lift coasters only. Alright. Oh, that didn't get me the one I want here. Alright, that got me that one. Interesting. Alright, well, we're going to do the spinning wild mouse, or as they call it, the manic mouse, because that's really what I'm wanting here. Let's go ahead and put it up a little bit. Missing my buttons here. My mistake. Alright, I think we're going to do something along these lines here. I think, but where do I want to put it is the question. I think right about here will work well for me. Alright, so we're going to have this go immediately up into the lift hill. Evidently the 30 degrees is the highest we can make this work. So let's go ahead and do that. We are going to build it slightly higher than the standard wild mouse. Standard wild mouse goes about 50 feet. We are going to go about 100 feet because we have to, you know what, just doesn't look right at that high. Let's go at the more the 81 here. Alright, so I need to play with the angle and such here. There we go. Go to edit mode. Change speed. We want this to be a higher change speed. Let's go 10 miles per hour. What I'm wanting is to get it where I can go ahead and get the angles and such to it, but not really allowing me that right now. Huh. Alright, let's continue for right now, and we'll see where we get with it. Definitely want it dropping down the one part. This thing is going to have some sharp turns to it. That is sort of the point of a wild mouse. I am going to completely custom design this wild mouse, so it's going to be different than the standards out there, but I am going to sort of try to play with the parameters as a wild mouse would have. Things like having that initial drop to it, very standard of a wild mouse. All right. Let's actually have this piece go down just slightly. All right, now we need this to unlock the cars. Don't really want it being that long, though. Yeah. There we go. That should unlock the cars. Then let's go ahead and have it turn this way. Actually, you know what? Let's have it turn this way. Whoop. Thought I had this straight. My mistake. There we go. Can I go one more out? Yeah, it looks like I can. Just wanted to see where that border is going to be. Now see, this is the part where I really need the angle snap off. Alright, let's go done with that. Let's just go something else. Anything else. Fine. Let's go ahead and place the entrance here first. That'll be the easiest. We'll do that there. Place the exit here. And then we can connect the pathing. Let's get out of this. And for the pathing here, we're going to copy existing. There we go. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it'll work. I do want to put in these paths anyways, so let's get those just knocked out here while we're here. Same with the queue line. Need to copy the other queue. There we go. Make sure that our supports and such are on. Yeah, looks like they are. This is why I wanted to raise it a bit, because I wanted it to... Whoops. Let's undo that. Made it a little bit too low. But I did want to go ahead and get the queue to go sort of under where the track's going to be. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap the queue around this route. Let's undo that last piece. Now, as I said, this new edit has come out. Things that have been added with the update have been that they now have where you can do coasters that will sort of launch at the same time, which is great. Very happy about that. I did love making dueling coasters in the past, so I'm looking forward to that now in this game as well. But I will say there are things that I'm also missing, and one of the things that I really hope in the next update that they will put into the game is that I hope... Oh, before I get to that, because my memory always is a question mark, they did add another flat ride. I don't know if I have it here available. Yes, I do. So they've added the Pathos, which was in the original game. Basically, flat ride that lifts up on this part and the end spins around. So, did want to comment on that before I forget. Don't mention it. They also made it where some of these rides have where you don't have to put all the theming and stuff that's already on them. They're a bit more of a blank slate, which is great. But as I was saying before that, I do really hope in their next update, one of the things I just wish they would give us is our old system of pathing. Leave the new system for the people who want to use it. That's fine. But don't make it a requirement, because like right here, this bothers me. I wish I could have gotten this to be straighter, and if I could have done the simple block style pathing that we used to do in the past, I think I would have been able to. So it does stink that we have to use this new pathing, and I'm not asking for them to give us something brand new, I'm just asking for what we already had back. I think that's sort of a common sense solution to the problem. Uh, and I think it would make a lot of people happy with having that. So let's get a couple of the colors going on here in this. We are going to need to go over to one of the other rides here. Let's see, this one will work fine. I just need to know that color code again. I do record these once a week, so I do forget this color code. CA0066. As I said, my memory is about as terrible as could be, so it is one of those things. My wife puts up with it. But yeah, I have come to understand it. And so sometimes in my videos, you will see me just say, let me get to this before I forget it. And that's the reason for it, is because if I start talking about something else, I'm going to forget. It's going to go away. It will be lost forever. And I won't remember to tell you guys what I originally intended, which would be a bad thing, because I do want to get you guys the information that I think is pertinent about the game and just the overall feel of it. All right, so let's go with this purple here. This one is going to be, oh, I can now click on that. It actually just puts it there. All right, that's a huge change there. I'm very happy about. That's great. That worked out absolutely perfect. Let's change this one to, say, this light gray. It wasn't working for me to do that before. I don't know if it was just a glitch that was going on that's been corrected, or if it was just something that came in this update. That one I didn't read in the update notes, but they did say basically some vague wording that came down to quality of life changes. So that might be one of those quality of life changes. And that's a really big one there. That's huge. I love that. All right, so we're just going to change it to something simple like spinning wild mouse. Now I was needing to get in here. Whoop. Let's just get a piece of a building. That'll work perfectly fine. There we go. We got the building. No, that didn't work. Seems almost like some things have been changed, and I don't think that's... Okay, that has been changed. Interesting. So right now my snap is off on this, but my snap doesn't seem to be off when I'm doing this coaster. Did they make it two different systems here? I mean, I love that. Terrain relative. Auto tunnel at 16 feet. You know what? I do want to turn that off. Camera mode. Attach. Angle snap. There we go. I do sort of want the angle snap, but I want it to be as small as I can. Let's try this and see if this will work for me. Alright, so let's go to edit coaster then. How much of a difference are we talking about when we're talking about doing a drop like this? That's the question. Because what I'm wanting is I want to get my drop to be there, but not really noticeable. Yeah, see, that's too much for me still. Alright, so let's go back over here. Let's just turn this back to 15 because that's normally where I'm going to want it. And then for this, we're going to just turn it off. And then that way we can just adjust the piece ourselves. I'm thinking... I wish I could just input a number here. That's what I'd really like. 5, though, should work okay. And then you know what? I can go ahead and do this turn so I don't have to worry about it. Actually, you know what? Let's go 4. All right. Whoops. There we go. Let's go back one. Perfect. I want to go one more time down here. You know what? Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do this section. All right. Oh, did it again. One too many sections. There we go. Actually, no, this time incorrect. My mistake again. We don't want the full. We just want 90 here. All right. Now we're wanting a block section. You know what? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright, so we dropped from 51 feet there. Let's go ahead and start testing this because I want to see what we're looking at here. For one, how many trains can I have on this? I have 3 for right now. Hopefully I'll be able to put more when I get a few more block sections in. And if I can't, then I'm going to go ahead and take out those block sections because no point in them. With this, I'm wanting to see if we've got enough speed going around everything, because I want to make those kind of adjustments now if I need to. Spinning mouse doesn't have power to open. Yeah, I know that. That's fine. Very nice steady ride for right now. Definitely is moving along, which is what I want. All right. Let's go back to editing the coaster. And I think we'll have this piece come up here. Actually, no, we'll have this piece come to right there. Then we'll go ahead and put this piece in. We'll go back in here, turn that off, get our spin around right there. Actually, you know what? No, change that. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to come right here, do 90 degrees, and we are going to... Ooh, you know what? Actually, what we're going to do instead, change all of that. Let's go down to 40 degrees. Let's see how it does through this section. Speed it up a little bit here. I mean, other than the excitement, the numbers are really good, so... Alright. Definitely had the speed to clear that hill, so that was good. Gonna do some bunny hills here. See how we get through this. Okay, we still have a decent amount of speed to it, which is good. I actually want a decent amount of speed to it. Whoop. Double click there, didn't really mean to. I just want to see how we do through this end section here. Alright, let's see how this does on testing then. We know the first part's all good. For one, I don't know if this is long enough yet. That's one of my major concerns. Because if it's not, then I'm going to have to do something about it. And probably in doing something about it, it's going to be in this area right here. But we'll see about it once we get it over to that area. Ooh, alright. So, this last area here I'm going to need to edit. So basically from here through here. There we go. Alright, that's good. Now let's go ahead and do this section right here. Let's go ahead and do that. See if that takes care of it. Yes, let's go ahead and test the coaster. As I said, it's all about the data in the end. I'm not sure how much more we need to go or not. So, it is a question that I need to get through here. I mean, it is a nice gentle slide into the station, so that is a good thing. Track length is 1893, so I need to make it slightly longer. All right, that we can do. One way we can do that is in this area here. We're going to add in another round of going around before we do into the drop. Easy enough. So let's go ahead and tear out this section. Alright, we want normal track. Actually, this time we don't want normal track. We want... Nope, not that. We actually do want normal track. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go back one piece. There we go. 2 pieces. My mistake. There we go. Now let's go for normal track, and let's go no angle. So I can do this. Let's put it at 5 degrees. Very touchy here. As I said, I would love if they would just give the option so we could put it at whatever angle we want. That would be really nice. Alright. Now I'm going to put in that piece manually this time because then I can go ahead and turn it. Yeah. Alright, now let's go ahead and put in our block section here, hopefully. Don't know if the block sections are going to do what I'm wanting them to do, but I'm hoping they will. Alright, go to edit mode. Alright, now let's take this from here. Now actually I just want it from here. Let's see if that'll work. Can I attach more trains here? That's the next question I have. Now it's still only going to be 3 trains, which is a little bit frustrating. With that in mind though, you know what? We can make this a little bit better here. Alright, so in this section we don't need this block break really. I don't know. I guess the block breaks work. Let's just see if it runs now. That's going to be the question. If it does, I think I've gained the length I needed by having this other row of going back and forth. I would think that's going to take care of my issue there. Ooh. Alright, so that answers my question there. Did not give me the speed I needed. Alright, so edit coaster, and we're gonna have to change this section. Let's go ahead and delete that. Just connect that. Alright, we're gonna need to drag this way, and we're gonna have to lower this a bit. See if that gives us what we need or if we need more still. Because I can put in wheels through here if I need to. It does work. Except for right at the end there, it doesn't want to work, but... Let's just make sure track length-wise it's correct. Alright, we have enough track length. We'll have to retest it again. So a couple things I want to add in. Right here. Ooh, I can't put it in there. Can I put it in here? Yes, I can put it in there. So we're going to have it lock into place there. I just want to delete this piece of track. Why has it got that little hump in it? That's weird to me. I guess we'll leave it. Alright. So, in theory, this should work then. Let me go ahead and get the power over here before we even get it set, because then it's pretty much good to go. We could just run it then, and I did think about it, and since this really doesn't have a station, we're not going to put a station over on this one either. So it's just going to be the way it is, which is fine. Let's go ahead and get our facility here. Create custom. We need power. There we go. Power grid looks really weird right now. Is there a secondary power grid under the ground? And why? I mean, there is. You can see it there. Not sure why there is, though. Alright. Well, I guess I won't worry about that because it's not really my problem. So let's go ahead and get out of this. Hit play, let it run, and hopefully get this to actually clear. It's not going to be the most exciting coaster in the world, I know. It's not really intended for that. It is intended to just meet the parameters. Yeah. So we'll get that parameter right there. We need to get more guests into the park, but that's going to be helped by having less rain. So getting the rain to stop will be a good thing. One thing I want to point out here, let me pause this real fast. Right here is one of the changes that the update made, and I'm really happy about this change. So if you notice, before, guests would really cram together into tight bunches and such. Now, for the most part, they're actually spreading out. They're actually wanting to go into different locations and such. Why is the big wheel sort of just off here? Or just nobody wants to ride it? Probably because of the rain. I mean, I'm guessing that's really hurting me overall right now. It is what it is, not much I can do. People are still on that one. There's not even really people on this line right now. The rain's just killing me. Can I turn off the weather? No, it does not seem that I can. But the rain should be slackening here in a little bit. All right. Anyways, back to the testing here for the coaster. Let's go ahead and get that pulled back up, and let's hit play again. See how this does. So it unlocks so I can spin there. I mean, it's saying the excitement's not there. Personally, I think this would be exciting. That's just my personal opinion. Especially this close to a cliff edge and stuff, I'd say that's pretty exciting. But to each their own, I guess, on that. I love the spinning motion of a coaster like this. They're one of my favorite types of coasters, so I would definitely enjoy it. And especially with sort of the curve there, that would give a lot of fun, I think, to it. All right, locks back into place, and then comes back into the station. Not perfect, especially at the end of the ride, but you know what? We will deal with that perfectly fine. All right, so fear-wise, it's low. Excitement level, it's low. Nausea, though, is nice and low. And as far as our numbers, we are good to go with that. So let's go ahead and open it, and that should complete this challenge. Let me put the challenge up here, too, so that way we've got it. Oh, I wanted to pin it. There we go. Pin that. Alright, so we'll see if we can get a few guests to ride on it, and we'll go ahead and ride our new Wild Mouse. It is going to be raining for a little bit, it looks like, though, so there's not too much I can do about getting more guests to come in. Unfortunately, the rain definitely dampens the guest experience. But there are guests still trying to be hardy and getting in here, and that is a good thing. For now, though, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I'll wait around until people actually decide to get on the coaster. When they do, we'll ride it with them. But for now, if you enjoyed what I did in the video, please go ahead and click that like button. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and hope to see you all again for more of Planet Coaster 2.